So I just finished this row here where let's see, I went down and then I came back up. Yeah, okay. I gotta get my bearings here. Okay, and so what I did is I just finished this row right here where we came down, came back up, and I had to add 2 white colors, white blocks right there at the start of the eye. And then I'm coming up and I'm right here on this square now where I told you to stop at, which is the one that says next to the 29. Okay, so we're going to make that square and we're going to go back down that direction. Okay, and I also weaved in my ends. Okay, so now it looks a lot better. And I won't have to have as many ends at the end to weave in. Okay, so let's continue on. We're starting right there next to where it says 29, but anyway, next to that, we're on that square right there. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 purple one, and then 1 yellow or gold, and then we have to do 3 white ones, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 browns, and then 1, 2 purples, and then see we've hit the corner of this side. So this graph is not a square, it's actually a rectangle because it's 15 squares by 17 squares. Okay, so let's continue on and start at that row right there. Okay, so I have to change 6 because I have to put a block up on top of the one that we just made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. And then double crochet into the next one. Double crochet into the next one. Okay, so there's our first square. Now, and as you see on the chart, the next one is yellow. So we're gonna go ahead and flip our work over so then we can start the next row, okay? So, like I said, you can either flip them over like this and then untangle your yarns because they will be crossed over each other. Or if you're working with the bobbins, you can clip the bobbins to your work, and it helps when you flip the piece over where it's not quite as tangled. Not really tangled, they're just all crossing over each other. Okay, now this one actually is a ball, so I'll make my bobby pin here, clip that off so it doesn't run away from me too bad. Okay, and then this one is my purple that's way on the end. I'm going to clip that to my work like that. See, I've got them all clipped to my work. Okay, so now I'm going to hold on to my hook and flip them all over. Okay, now that one came unclipped already, but that's fine. Okay, so now we have it in the position that we need, so I'm going to unclip my yarn. And then we're going to continue on. Okay, so continuing on, we've already got the purple one we did, so I don't need the purple. I need to pick up my yellow one here because on the graph we have 1 purple, which we just did, and then now we have to do 1 yellow one, and then we're going to do 3 white ones. Okay, so pick up my yellow, and I'm going to use that when I connect it to do my slip stitch. When I connect it to that other block next to it, I use the yellow. Okay, snug up my purple and then do my 1 yellow block. 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets. Okay, now that one's done. I'm gonna drop that one, and it said now on our chart that we have to do 3 white blocks. Okay, so insert my hook to connect it, but I'm going to pick up the white one instead when I do my slip stitch. Snug up the yellow one in the back, and then chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do our 3 double crochets to complete that square, and we're going to end up doing 2 more blocks after that in the white because we need 3 white blocks. Oops. Yeah. and then connect it there. Second block. And then the third block. Okay. Okay, drop that one. Now we need our yellow again. So remember, you want the yellow in the back, put the hook over the top, over the front of it, and then bring the yellow one through with a slip stitch from the back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets. There's the first yellow block, and then we're going to go look and see how many we need. Okay, so we look on here, get my pencil, mark off the ones we just did. So we did the yellow one, we did 3 white ones. Now we need 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow ones. Or gold, whatever color you're using for the body. Okay, so slip stitch and then make our square. So we're going to do this and to make 4. We've already gotten 1 yellow one made. We need to make 3 more to make 4 total. Slip stitch. And then 1 more, that'd be the 4th one. Okay, now we're going to insert our hook to connect it, but we are done with the gold for this row. Go ahead and mark them off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need 1, 2, 3, 4 brown ones. Take my bobby pin out. Okay, so now we need 4 brown ones. So we're using our brown one to do the slip stitch. Then make our brown squares. 4 of them. Just going up the stair steps. Oops. That's 2. We got 2 more to make. One more. Okay. Now, look at our chart. We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we need 2 purple ones, and then we're going to be in the corner. Okay, so here we have, we're going to put this in the back of the work, or between the 2 blocks, insert a hook to connect them, and then bring the purple one through with a slip stitch. Snug up the brown, and then we're going to do 2 blocks. 1. Okay, then we connect this one, and then we're going to make the one at the top. And that'll be the second one. Okay, so looking at our chart, mark these 2 out and see we now have made the entire width of the bottom of our panel or rectangle or whatever. So if I turn it this way, we can kind of see, comparing to the picture, what we've done. There's the bottom. That is the 15 squares across. So now we don't want to make it any wider than this. Okay, so now we're going to be working up this way. Okay, so this will not have, we won't be doing the chain 6 to start a new square. We won't be doing that anymore on this edge because we are done with the width of it. Okay, so that's good. So yeah, it is looking like an owl now, isn't it? Okay, so let's continue on. Okay, so now instead of chaining 6 and starting a new square, we want to just chain 1 and we're going to turn our work, okay? So chain 1 and then we're going to turn our work. Okay, so connect our yarn bobbins. That one's just a ball. Now you can manage your bobbins however you want, or your yarn balls, however you want to do it. You just kind of find a way that works for you, and then you do it that way. But this is how I do it, and it seems to works pretty well for me. Okay, so got them all attached, except for that ball. I'll just hold on to that ball, and then we'll turn our work. Okay, there you go. Now I'm going to unclip them so they're all in the right place that I need them to be. Take my bobby pin out of that. Okay, so now remember I chained 1 right there, right? And now I'm going to turn my work, and now what I want to do is I want to slip stitch up that edge and then make my square right there. So slip stitch up the edge by doing 1 slip stitch into each stitch. So you got 1. This is just like we did the pumpkin square when we started doing the decreasing. Okay, so now on our chart we are at the bottom and we are going to be going up. So what we did is we turned the corner right here, and now we're going to go this way right here, okay, and go up. So now we got 2 purple ones that we need to make. Okay, so I've already got I'm in the position now, since I slip stitch up the edge to get in to do the first square. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 double crochets to make your regular square. Okay. Now I'm going to connect it to this one and then make another square. So slip stitch and then make another square. Chain 3, 3 double crochets. Okay, done with the purple ones for this row. Okay, so mark those 2 out and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to do 4 brown ones. So I'm going to go ahead and just do them, do the 4 brown ones, and you can just work along with me or just watch. Okay, so slip stitch and then 4 squares. There's the second one, 2 more now. Okay, that's our 4 brown ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got to do 1, 2, 3 white, yellow or gold body color, whatever color you picked. Okay. Bring that from the back with a slip stitch. 3. We have to, we have to do champ 3 here, but we're going to do 3 squares of this color. Okay, there's our 3rd one. Now, according to our chart, we did our 3rd one. we did our 3 of the gold, and now we need 1 of the white, and now see we're going to introduce the black to get the pupil of the owl's eyes, or his first eye. Okay, so we need to do 1 white square. So we connect it with a slip stitch, make our square. Oops. So champ 3 and then 3 double crochets. Okay, insert our hook to connect it, but we need to put our black in there to get the pupil of the eye. So here's my black. Pull it through from the back. Okay, snug it up in the back with the white, and then champ 3 and then make our square, working over the straggler. Okay, and then insert it, but now we did the black one, we did the 1 white one, and then we did the black one, and now we need to do 1 other white one. So I'm going to introduce another white, so then I'm going to keep that here, another white color, and go ahead and attach that and do that one. Okay, I just need 1, so make that square, working over the straggler. Okay, and then according to our chart, now we need 1 yellow one, and then we're going to do 2 purple ones, and that'll get us up to the top. So insert our hook to connect it, but we're going to pull up the gold or yellow. We need 1 square of that. So slip stitch, pull up the white in the back there, and then make our 1 gold or yellow square. Okay. And now we got to do 2 purple ones. One and then 2. See, this end we're still going up, so I had to put 1 on the top. Okay, so look at our chart. We did that 1 yellow one and we did the 2 purple ones. Okay, now I'm going to go up a little bit further, and now we're going to hit the corner. Okay, so we have to do this 1 corner square, and then we'll be the halfway point for this side. I guess you'd call. Well, we're right at the halfway, really. We just the one we did. Okay, so this will be the final increase that we'll have to do. So since it's sitting right on top of the one we just made, we still have to do the chain 6 to make our square. Chain 6 and then double crochet into the remaining chains to make this additional square, and then we're going to be coming back down this side, and then remember, all on this side we're not chaining 6 anymore to make a new square. We're just chaining 1, turning our work, and slip stitching along the edge because we're decreasing on that side. Okay, so we have to do a chain 6 to make a new square, and then once we do that we turn our work, and then we're going to have 1 more square, so we need 2 purple ones there. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double crochet 4th chain from the hook, okay, and now we need to turn our work, so let's hook up our bobbins here. We don't have to wind them all the way up. Okay, so like I said, you can either use your a bobby pin or a hair clip or anything you want to do to kind of snug up that ball so it doesn't go any further, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You could just take the yarn balls and just kind of lay it on top of your work, just hold them all together, and then flip it over. Okay? However works for you, like I said. If you do it that way, your yarn balls, they may get crossed over some, the strands, but it's not that difficult to straighten them out. And I know this is a lot of strings right here, but like this black one will be cut right after we do it, because that's all we need for that. And we may be cutting, haven't looked at it, but we may be cutting some more too, so let's find out. Okay, so put our hook back into the work where we were at. We made the first square, now we got to connect it, and then we got to make one more purple square. Okay, and then according to our chart, we made these two. Whoop. Okay, we did these two, and now we need one yellow one. So we connect it with the yellow to make one yellow square. Okay. Now we need one white one, and then one black one, and then one white one. See that? 1, 1, and 1. So, you take this one, do one white square, and then pick up the black and make one black square. Okay, insert a hook to connect it, and then we're going to make one white square. For the white on this side of the pupil, okay, now I'm going to go and take my scissors. Since I know I'm done with the pupil on this eye, I'm going to cut it off, leaving a tail. But that would be one less ball that I have to manage when I turn it the next time. Okay, so now I'm going to do the beak, and so I have to introduce back the orange. So, see, we're not going to use the yellow until we get down here. Okay, so now I can show you, you can either cut your yellow and then reattach it again 2 squares later, but since there's yellow all on this side of that orange where we're going to put those 2 orange in, I'm just going to carry the yellow strand or the gold strand. Pull my work up here, it's sliding. Okay, so I'm just going to carry it along with me, okay? And you won't be able to see that I did that. I mean, you won't be able to see it on the work. You can see me doing it here, but you won't be able to see it later. So first, go ahead and attach my orange. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do 3 double crochets, and that's the first orange square. Okay, now here I want to carry my orange up just like I showed you how I did it earlier with the purple. So I'm going to carry that up, but I'm in the back, put my hook in the front to connect, but I'm not going to pull this yarn through. I'm just going to hold it there, and I'm going to still use my orange, but I'm going to carry this along with me and work over it. 1, 2, 3. Now do my second orange square. Okay. Now I'm going to drop the orange and pick up my yellow again, or gold, and see what we have to do here. We did the orange, which is these two, and then now we need to do 2 of the gold or yellow, whatever color you're using. 2 squares. Oops. Okay, so did our yellow, 2 yellows. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and let you work some more on your own. You're going to finish this row. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of the brown squares, and then you're going to do 1 of the purple or the background color, and then you'll be going turning the corner of your graph, and you're going to be going up this way. But remember, when you get there, you're not going to do a chain 6 and do the square to increase. You're going to connect it to this, chain 1, turn your work, and then slip stitch down that edge, because remember you're doing a decrease square. So slip stitch down that edge to get to this corner, so then you can continue on in making this square. Okay, so finish this row, turn the corner on your graph, and then you go up the next row. Okay, and then I will meet you up at the top of that one. Okay, right underneath where it says 30 on the graph.